Space exploration, anything like propulsion, aerothermodynamics, it's amazing. I love it. I would love to tell you a specific reason, like, something deep and resonative, but space is cool, man. Rockets are cool, planes are cool. That's about like my justification for it. One of the reasons that I picked aerospace engineering is because it's rocket science, right? You know the joke, oh, it's not rocket science, right? For some reason in my head, I always wanted to say, it's not rocket science. Trust me, I would know. My name is Tanuj. I'm 21 years old, and I'm currently a master's student at the University of Central Florida. My mom, my dad, and myself, we shifted in 2004 to New Jersey. I have maybe one or two memories from India, and even then they're like very hazy, and they might have been from photos or pictures that I've seen, so I don't know if it was actually me, remembering them. I say that I'm from New Jersey, but obviously I'm from India. I say that I'm from New Jersey because, I was brought up there. I have a lot of like early memories from there. Two memories from India, the rest of them from New Jersey. Most of my early childhood, like all of my preschool, elementary school friends from New Jersey. I think this is actually in the US. That's me right there. I didn't know how to swim at that point, because that was my first time in a pool. So yeah, flower life jacket.
Tanuj was 4 years old when he moved in here. I don't think he remembers a thing.
He does not remember India.
He does not remember anything in India.
This is his home.
This is his home now.
For him, India would have been a foreign country. So it would be hard.
It wasn't until high school that it kind of clicked when my dad said, hey, you might not be going to college in the US, you might be, going back to India, turning 18. I was like, is it that big of an issue? Like that was around when I was thinking about what colleges I wanted to go to. One thing my mom always stressed me is that education over anything, right? She valued education over anything else. I remember back in middle school, in my 7th grade year, I was in Algebra 1, right? Like it was an advanced program, and then they put me in Algebra 1, and I was getting a C. Like I was on the borderline between passing and failing. My teacher, called her, and I was, there too. And he was like, I don't think your son should be in Algebra 1. She sat me down, she was like, you're gonna pass this class. You value education over anything. And I did. I ended up getting an A in the class. And actually, me passing Algebra 1 was the reason I was able to take pre-calc in my freshman year and able to finish all my math in high school, allowing me to graduate before I turned 21. The only way that I was taught it is because of the stakes. It was pass your classes or fail and not get a bachelor's before you, age out. And that pressure was always on my head.
I received a call from his 2nd grade teacher that your child is extraordinary. We want to recommend him for a test called IQ test. He passed the test with the highest possible. So we knew that he's something extraordinary since he was a child.
Second, when he was in second grade.
A lot of my friends look forward to their 21st birthdays. I didn't. Turning 21 was not something that I wanted to celebrate. A lot of people thought turning 21 for themselves was when they got their sense of freedom. For me, it was when I lost my sense of freedom. I got my license taken away, I got my visa status taken away. I didn't have a 21st birthday. I didn't want to celebrate it. It wasn't fun for me. I always had a backup plan in my head. If I had to move to India, I would move to India, but I had family there. So I would be taken care of. I wouldn't have to do things alone. That was up until April 2021, where before that, I could move to India, my uncle's there, and he always told me, like, don't worry about anything, drop everything and leave if you have to, I'll take care of you. He passed away in April 2021, and the second he passed away, that backup plan, gone. I was still doing my undergrad when he passed away. I didn't know if the F1 would get approved. I didn't know if the government would let me go to school, even though I grew up in the US my entire life. In my head, it was a very real possibility that I would just have to leave. I knew you had immigration issues, but I didn't know how extensive it was. And that's about how it is for most of my friends, save for a couple of them. I don't think I've gone into detail about the exact specifications. One, because I don't want to bore them to death with legislation and politics and stuff, but two, because I think I would just get tired about explaining it over and over again. And when I found out about Improve the Dream and stuff, and there was this community of people that knew what an F1 visa was, what an H4, what an H1, that knew like how the process worked and everything, and being able to talk to them on a more fundamental level was something that I wish I had early on. And that was something I was really fortunate to find.
There has to be a better way. There has to be a better way.
There has to be a better way.